1980. The scene, outer space. The story, destruction of Earth. See Gorath, the most spectacular science shocker ever filmed, surpassing anything in the realm of science fiction to date. See astronauts, satellites, and spaceships operating from South Polar Base. You are actually in every exciting scene. It could happen. It may happen. Warning to every man, woman, and child. Nerve-shattering tension will grip you and hold you spellbound in the most enthralling science fact shocker ever made, in scenes never before filmed in limitless outer space. See scientists move the Earth with hydrogen jet power. See the world doomed by a wild invading sun 6,000 times bigger than Earth. See gigantic earthquakes, space collisions, and tidal waves. Science fiction. Now, science fact. Don't miss Gorath. See Gorath, filmed in blazing color on the giant screen. See Gorath.
What's wrong? We're not moving, even with full emergency booster. It's 6,000 times the Earth. Wait a minute. Those figures are wrong. It's too small.
That's what the computer says.
Couldn't. It's 6,000 times Earth's size.
6,000 times its mass.
Manabe. Yes, sir. That's why we couldn't find it. It's half as large as the Earth, 6,000 times the mass.
The sun's so dense, a handful would weigh a ton.
Doctors, the nuclear fuel. I want full emergency power.
Can't we blast ourselves away? Wouldn't work. Would it, Dr. Sonoda?
It would not.
Keeps flashing.
This is our final mission. Let's make it one to be proud of. We have a job to do. The Earth has incomplete data. That thing could destroy the Earth. Your job is to fill in all the blanks, to plot Gorath's course. This is our very last assignment. Our final job, men. Our planet's fate may depend on what we do now. Space Station 7. This is HAL transmitting automatic data readings. Record all channels. This is our final report. Reading. Accelerometer. 14.4 gravity. Still increasing.
Mayday, mayday. All ships on stations. This is Her Majesty's spaceship Intrepid out of control, being drawn at tremendous acceleration toward what appears to be a strange sun.
Gorath.
Unreal.
Yeah, they always say something is going to destroy this old planet of ours, but I don't worry about things like that.
But Gorath's real.
It sells newspapers.
Yes, but what about all the scientists?
Well, now scientists are no different from you and me. They make mistakes also, but everything will be all right.
Look at them out there. It isn't only the official red tape, my friend. You know, people are much too bound up in their own problems to look where they're going or where they may end. Dr. Kono's here. Gentlemen, I'm honored. You spare me your time. We have just as much time as the rest. What we need is a philosopher and a scientist to tell us that it's time enough. And I've really missed you, Doctor.
Good evening.
Oh, no tea, my dear. whiskey for this fine occasion.
Yes, it's everybody. People don't think it concerns them. They'll just leave it to the Americans.
I leave it up to you two. The Americans think precisely the same way.
Why not blow Gorath to oblivion with an H-bomb?
But Gorath is an H-bomb.
Well, couldn't you just move the Earth?
Can we move it after dinner?
Well,
Move the Earth.
you could do it by using
Yeah.
rocket power, just like a spaceship does.
How lucky he is doesn't depend on my brother.
All right, then, can you think of a better way to save this Earth? Well, come on, can you?
Why would I try to think of a more ridiculous
That's
plan?
enough.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother is right. There just may not be any other way to get the job accomplished.
We have two chances, gentlemen. We must either change this invading sun's present collision orbit or move Earth. In the past, science has owed its progress to war. Unfortunately, such progress has cost us countless billions of lives. Now it is time that we use our science to save and not to destroy mankind.
Heavy hydrogen. The plan is to move the entire Earth. Oh, here's Dr. Kono.
Well, can we destroy Gorath? The military wants to try, but we'll need a lot more data than they've given us to work with up to now.
Let me talk, please. And when do you leave, Doctor?
I don't leave.
Oh,
We're sending Dr. Tazawa.
Gorath doesn't have to hit us directly to end all life on Earth. At any distance closer than a half-Earth orbit. Gorath's gravitation would tear us apart, releasing the molten rock at the Earth's center. Earthquakes and tidal storms would precede the end,
What the?
drawing off the atmosphere and the
My
ocean.
gosh.
This is a drawing of the Pacific Ocean bed. Those barren mountain tops you see, gentlemen, are the islands of Japan. Every movable particle, every building, every tree, every drop of water, every molecule of air
Look
will
around
be
it.
sucked out from the surface of the planet,
The
and
cloud.
depending on Gorath's distance, either go to further increase its mass or drift endlessly in space in its own lonely orbit around the sun.
WTF, man.
That, gentlemen, is what lies ahead of us. Unless we can destroy Gorath or move the Earth, neither way is going to be cheap or be easy. And honestly, I must say that neither of these ways can we positively guarantee you success. But that's the alternative.
Oh, I must agree with him. This is no longer a situation for statesmen. Win or lose, mankind is in their hands from this point on. Don't you agree?
You know, for the first time in the world's history, we're all united. I only hope it hasn't happened too late. If this world survives, we're sure to have a better world. This is our South Pole base. And over here is a model of the Master Control Center. Geo, here's a plan of one of the sub-centers. Each center controls 100 tubes covering an area of 40 square miles.
You sure got them all spread out. Doesn't that make it hard to get around and to service them?
Any denser concentration of thrust would break through the crust of the planet. Remember, we're talking about a 66 billion megaton force of jet power. So we split the load among 80 different centers, which are spread over some 2,500 square miles of land.
Hi, all. Did you learn in school why they picked the South Pole instead of North?
Why, naturally. There's just water all around. At that pole. Correct.
Hmm.